So how possible is it to recreate Krispy Kreme donuts at home? You know, they got the signature taste, perfect circle shape, the glaze on top. I've described to you what they are, but I mean, can we make them at home? That is the question. I want to find out over here. So making donuts is like a combination of a number of different skills and techniques that we've learned along the way. I mostly, you maybe if you've been learning with me, is making dough and shaping it and deep frying. And I've made donuts on the show once before. They were jelly donuts and they were some of the best I've ever had. So expectations are through the roof right now. I need the ingredients for the dough and we'll go from there. 300 milliliters of whole milk, 7 grams of instant yeast, 2 large eggs, 113 grams of melted butter. That's cooled too. I don't know why I'm eating it. 50 grams of granulated sugar, teaspoon of salt, 535 grams of bread flour. What do I have to do to get started today? Just gonna heat up that milk, gotta be warm to touch. So the yeast goes into the milk, stir. While we're waiting for that boring yeast, let's get the party started. So we're gonna start with adding the yeast, the eggs, please, melted cooled butter, the sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. It's dough hook attachment. Beat this until it just comes together, really. The eggs should have been whisked, I think, before I added them to this mixture. I'm just gonna whisk them now. Add some of the flour now. Say about half. So I'm just gonna mix the flour until it's combined, and then I'm just gonna continue to add the rest of the flour until that's combined. Of course, we all know the importance of scraping down the sides of the bowl. More of the flour. So yeah, this is gonna be a sticky one today. Sticky dough. Sticky dough is never that much fun. Sticky dough, it's just I'd be setting off the alarm bells right now if it weren't for the fact that I've made donuts before and the dough was super sticky like this. So I'm not too concerned right now. I think that's how it should be. For my next trick, I'm gonna put a kitchen towel over top. So this needs to double in size. It needs to hang out in a warm place for about an hour, which is right here. There's like a heat wave going on. It's super hot in this kitchen. That's a great place for it. For me, not so much. I'm gonna go somewhere where it's cool. So it's been an hour. More triple in size than double, but I like it either way. This surface needs to be floured, and it needs to be floured very excessively. It's probably way too much. You're free, you're free. I think before I can roll this, I need to get it less sticky. I don't really work well with sticky dough. Okay, so with a rolling pin, I'm going to roll this dough until it's a 1/2 inch in thickness. Problem is that dough is gonna stick to the surface. Okay, change of plans. So I'm gonna use some parchment paper on my surface because the dough is super sticky and I can't get it from not sticking to this surface. 1 inch is about that, so this needs to be half that. Okay, so just got real. I've gone and done something. What an introduction to that. So just got real. I have picked up donut/cookie cutters, you know? One like this, one like that. I picked these up for this very moment. I'm very excited to use these as I'm always using some other makeshift MacGyver type situation. I'm using 3-inch in diameter glass. Today we're using actual, whatever. Krispy Kreme copycat. That, I think. You don't want the hole to be too small. But you don't want the hole to be too... 3.5 inches and 1 inch. Do the first one here. The donut hole in the center, that and that. Yeah, just like that. Oh, and there's the donut hole. So the donut hole I'll put somewhere off to the side. Well, isn't this something? Remove all this excess dough and reuse it. all of you, no, 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 no. Okay, this can go over here. Cover these up with a kitchen towel for 45 minutes. Those are nice. So 45 minutes later, the donut-shaped dough balls right here, and I have oil heating up. So things are happening. We guys take a look underneath here. Oh, there's been a couple casualties. Casualty, casualty. Other than these two, everything looks pretty okay. So with some scissors, what was suggested in the recipe was to cut out each individual donut. So that way they don't stretch any more than they have to. There's nothing worse than an ugly looking donut-shaped donut, isn't there? If you were smart, you would do this before you let the dough rise, because now I'm just risking everything. Careful, you dumbass. So at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm gonna drop these donuts a couple at a time, let them do their thing, and how long does that spin for? In the oil for around 45 minutes 45 seconds per side. Once you have those donuts out of the oil, make sure you have some sort of thingy that you can put them on. This is like a baking pan with a drying rack. So I just kind of drop it in. I should do a test with a shitty one. Somehow I don't think that's correct. I feel like that was overdone. So the thermometer is maxing out. Testing the time and the temperature that it's gonna take for these to cook to the color I want. I think this is a good color, right? That's crispy. I know the shape sucks, it's a test. But the color looks pretty good, right? This one might be a bit too hot. So I think I know what I need to do now. I just need to maintain the temperature of the oil at all times. It needs to be 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 45 seconds per side for this to work. That is what I've come to. That is what the recipe told me from the start. So we've learned nothing. The times keep fluctuating with each donut I put in, and I'm trying to get a specific color, but if it's a fraction of a second too late, it might be darker than you want. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. So if I do 15 seconds per side for this one, changes with each one. 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. We are gonna make our Krispy Kreme glaze for the donuts. Oh, what else? 400 grams of icing sugar, quick pinch of salt, 120, 150 grams of whole milk. I'm gonna add wow, I should really read that first. What did it say? Just add a little milk, give it a mix. Yeah, just with the fork. That seems to work wonders. And when you can't mix anymore, add more milk. Just get a whisk in there, get out some of those clumps. I should have sieved this before I got started, but whatever, I didn't, so now I gotta fix it. And that is why you sieve. And let's just move this stuff into a bigger bowl, just to waste more dishes. What if I just add just a little bit of this liquid glucose? I don't think that's gonna mess anything up. I'm just gonna add half a teaspoon. So that is just giving it my own signature touch. My donuts, the icing, dirty sink. You don't need to see that. All we gotta do is dunk them, dunkaroo. So I'm gonna take my donuts, submerge them into the icing, give them a little icing bath, you know, one side, other side, and then I'm gonna put them on the drying rack. See how there's like a shitty looking side and a very nice looking smooth side? I'm gonna make sure that when I'm drying them that they're drying with the nice side facing up. When the icing drips, it can just drip underneath. And throw your donuts around like you just don't care. Who is my first victim? Good luck, my friend. I don't recall if Krispy Kreme donuts are completely covered in icing, or is it just the top part? I can't remember. So I'm just gonna cover the whole thing, and if that's wrong, then that is wrong. Now with all the little donut hole thingies, or what we call in Canada, Timbits, I'm just gonna throw those into the glaze. I have all this leftover glaze. I think I'm just going to drop it like it's hot all over these remaining donuts. So just kind of I don't know. Is this a good idea? Probably not even a good idea. What am I doing? I wasn't a big fan of what I just did, so I'm just gonna dunk the rest of these donuts in here. That way they have a nice smooth coat on top. I'm really making a mess. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. So today so far is gonna be one of the hottest days of the year, and these donuts are trying to dry. I don't know if that's gonna work, so I gotta think outside the box. That is better. I think this is a pretty accurate portrayal of what a Krispy Kreme donut can look like from your home. They're not the most refined round donut like what Krispy Kreme offers, but they got a rustic thing going on, which I really respect. They're freaking delicious. Of course, if you guys don't think that these look like Krispy Kreme donuts, I'm sure there's some fanatics out there that would disagree with what I'm doing. Well, I would say we can all agree that they're, at the very least, donuts. So guys, I have Patreon. If you're interested in supporting the show, that's a great way to do it. What that does is you donate on a monthly basis, whether it's $1 a month, up to like $20 a month, and what you're getting in return is your name at the end of the videos. And there's gonna be future perks there very soon, I promise. As well as, well, I have these two, these t-shirts. These are new, and links for both of those are in the description below. Also, if you have Instagram, you can check me out over there, say hello. I don't know, whatever you do on Instagram. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.